Welcome to the next lecture on monotonic transformations, examples, and also non-monotonic transformations. So coming to this example, in the last example, already we have seen y is equal to ax plus b, and we have determined the density function of y. But here, instead of x as a simple x as a random variable, here x is a uniform random variable over an interval 0, 1. So we know that for a uniform distribution, the density function we already know it. So using this uniform distribution, let us write the density function first. So what is fx of x? So fx of x for uniform random variable is 1 by b minus a. A is 0, b is 1. So it is 1 in between x when x is ranging between 0 to 1 and 0 otherwise. So that is the density function of uniform random variable. So this is a given content. Now you can substitute that in the density function of y. See, already in the last lecture we have calculated the density function as taking two cases, a greater than 0 and a less than 0. So which is 1 by modulus of a fx of y minus b by a. So this is actually what we have already calculated. So using that as a reference, now fx of y minus b by a, you have to substitute your fx of x, because x is equal to y minus b by a. So in the place of that, your fx of x will be equal to 1. So when you substitute that as 1, it is just equal to 1 by mod a. When your y, what happens to y? See, you have even for the range also, wherever you have x, you have to transform that into y. So what is y here? Y is y minus x is equal to y minus b by a. So what is b here? It is 1, and a is 0 and b is 1. So to the real number in the real line, it is just equal to 1 by modulus of a, otherwise it is equal to 0. So basing on the density function, you can calculate the density function of y. And if suppose x is Gaussian random variable or x is a Rayleigh random variable, so based on its density function, your transformation function y, and based on the equation, that is relation between y and x, also your density function changes. So such examples you can refer to the textbook. And coming to the non-monotonic transformation, so I think you remember what is non-monotonic. A non-monotonic function is a function where x, the random variable y, follows x either increasing or decreasing till some instant, and in some cases it will show the opposite behavior. So that is non-monotonic function. So we have taken an example also, y is equal to x square, because y is equal to x square increases till a certain instant and again it varies. So let x be a random variable with density function fx of x. So already we know that, and now we have to calculate the density function of y. So with PDF fx of x, so it is simple general convention. So using substituting x and then writing in terms of y, then it will give you the result. So this is the graph. So x and then y. So this is y is equal to x square. So when you take y is equal to x square, x is equal to plus root y and x is equal to minus root y. So when y is equal to x square, x can be written as plus or minus root y. So at x is equal to plus root y and x is equal to minus root y, you can see it varies. So now your bound is nothing but minus root y to plus root y. So you can substitute that and you can calculate the density function. So let us calculate that y is equal to x square. So here also you have to check about, when you see the graph, do you have any solutions? Does the function exist when y is less than 0? No. It is existing only when y is equal to positive. So when y is less than or equal to 0, it has no real solutions. So that's why its density function is also equal to 0. So fy of y is equal to 0. But when y is greater than 0, what are the two solutions? Y is equal to x square having two solutions, it is nothing but x is equal to plus root y and x is equal to minus root y. So these two are the solutions. So you can just substitute these two and then calculate the density function. So coming to, so I told you first thing is go to the relation of distribution function, then you differentiate that, then you'll arrive with density function. So you know the definition of distribution function is always probability of that particular random variable y less than or equal to small y. And what is y here? Y is nothing but x square. So you can see here y is equal to x square. So this is your y is equal to x square equation, where x is plus root y and minus root y. So there when you write f of y, capital Y, in that you just need to write x square. So if you write x square, then your x square, if you write x square less than or equal to y, so which will give you minus root y and plus root y. So which is nothing but, you can write this as fx of x less than or equal to root y minus fx of x less than or equal to minus root y, plus root y and then minus root y. So this is nothing but, see, this is again from the property of distribution functions. P of a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b is nothing but p of b minus p of a. So just substitute that, you will get p of fx of plus root y minus fx of minus root y. So using this, now differentiate it with respect to y to calculate the density function. So fy of y is equal to d by dy fy of y. So just substitute that. Fy of y is nothing but, just substitute this relation over here, fx of root y and fx of minus root y. So you know the differentiation of this is nothing but the density function. Again the differentiation of this is nothing but the density function, 1 by 2 root y, because root y differentiation is 1 by 2 root y. Distribution function differentiation is density function. So therefore density function is equal to 1 by 2 root y fx of plus root y plus fx of minus root y while y greater than 0. So this is nothing but our density function. So similarly you can calculate, knowing the density function of any random variable. If suppose, if you can use this function, and then if x is again, if the density function of x is known like a uniform random variable, then you can just substitute the relation, then you can arrive with the results. So now a similar example I have written here. When y is equal to e power x, what is the density function of y? If x is equal to n of mu comma sigma square. So I just told you now, what is x here? It's not uniform, but it is Gaussian random variable. So Gaussian random variable with fixed mu and then variance sigma square. So just see, forget about everything. It is just substitution. Write down the distribution definition, fy of y as y less than or equal to y, and in the place of capital Y substitute e power x less than or equal to y, then x you write down the expression, then you will get the function. So you know the density function of Gaussian random variable is 1 by root 2 pi sigma x is exponential of e power minus 2 minus x minus mu whole square by 2 sigma square. This is the density function. So you can use that and calculate fy of y. So how will you do that? I already told you, p of e power x less than or equal to small y. What does it mean? It is x less than or equal to natural logarithm ln of y. So ln y, so that's why it is fx of ln y for the density function. So distribution function is just capital Fx of ln y. So if you differentiate that, what is differentiation of ln y? It is 1 by y. So 1 by y fx of ln y is nothing but the density function. So 1 by y when it is in between 0 to 1, because here it is x. So there you have to substitute 0 to 1. So this is when it is a uniform random variable. So that is the reason why you get 1 by y. Okay. But when you take a Gaussian random variable, then your fy of y changes. So this is just an example of the same function using uniform. So using Gaussian, it is nothing but 1 by y fx of ln y. Just substitute in the place of fx of x, which is nothing but 1 by y. ln y is, already you have 1 by y. fx of x is nothing but 1 by root 2 pi sigma exponential of minus x minus mu whole square by 2 sigma square. What is x there? It is ln y. Just substitute in the place of x. ln y minus mu whole square. So this is nothing but the, when fx of x is a Gaussian random variable and y is equal to e power x, your density function fy of y is this. So first, what are you doing here? So if it is a uniform random variable, then it is fx of ln y will be, because it is equal to 1, so it will give you only 1 by y. So these are examples of transformations. So with this we'll end and we'll continue.